All right. So, I guess they wanted this to come out for Halloween. I'm guessing. I haven't seen it yet. But it says here it came out 3 days ago, which is not Halloween. So, we're going to watch this because this sounds awesome. Even though it's Death Battle, I don't always agree with Death Battle's outcomes. And obviously something like this is a joke, right? It kind of has to be. Like Courage, Scooby Doo, they don't really have feats, right? So I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to be. But I guess let's get into it and give it a go. Give it a whirl.
Sponsored by Shady Rays. Scooby Doo, the miraculous mutt from Mystery Incorporated.
Courage, the cowardly dog straight out of nowhere.
Canis familiaris, man's best friend, the dog. No animal companion has stood by humanity's side as long or as loyally.
Even, and maybe especially, these two
very nice.
livered scaredy cats.
I love these bumpers.
He's whiz, I boosted.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
Armor and skills.
to find out who would win.
A death battle.
Throughout the ages, countless philosophers have
It's
puzzled
kinda
the
cool.
same question time and time again.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Where are you?
Pretty much everywhere, from cartoons to comics, from video games to board
Oh, that was
games,
cool.
From live theater,
Hold on, I kind of want to look at that.
from cartoons to comics.
Look at this. It's the live action gang, the alternate. Actually, the Scooby Doo and the 13th Ghost, I think. It's the crossover with Batman, Pup Named Scooby Doo, Be Cool Scooby Doo, Shaggy and Scooby Doo Get a Clue, Mystery Incorporated, Scooby Doo Apocalypse, and then these on the right, I guess are the same as the Batman Robin
From video games
crossover.
to board games, from live theater
To the most incredible major motion picture of all time. He's the greatest Dane since Hamlet.
but his monumental presence in popular
Scooby-Doo, we
culture
need you.
belies his humble origins. Born to Momsy and Dada Doo in Doosville, USA.
Dewsville ain't what it used to be ever since they moved.
Look, they even say down here, friends with Courage the Cowardly Dog. Same birthday as Bigfoot. Has a driver's license. He's only 7. That's kind of crazy. 2'4". Anunnaki. Okay. Scoobert Doo, yeah.
Moved all those manufacturing jobs to Bangladesh.
The young Scoobert was adopted by the Rogers family and their prodigal gluttonous son, Norville, better known by his friends as Shaggy.
Those friends being Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Fred Jones, and sometimes...
With their powers combined, they are Mystery Incorporated, a cadre of snot-nosed teenagers traveling the Nixon-era United States in a cushed-up Volkswagen, foiling
Ooh.
seemingly paranormal crimes and unmasking corrupt authority figures.
All of whom definitely would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids.
Of course.
And their dogs.
And
Scooby
their
is
dog.
indispensable in Mystery Inc. investigations. Great Danes were bred by 17th century German nobility to hunt bear, boar, and deer, which means he's a master tracker. Scooby's super sniffer nose can root out the bad guys no matter how well hidden.
They were called Kamerhunda, or chamber dogs, because they stay in their prince's chambers and protect them from assassins. Such great
I wonder what kind of dog Courage is. I wonder how they're going to analyze that and break that down. I don't know if it was ever said.
It defied the laws of Newtonian physics and rocketed into space at the speed of light, because Scooby is an absolute coward.
He's terrified of his own shadow and constantly anxious about everything imaginable. And his
So is
only
Courage.
motivation is his delicious Scooby snacks.
Which makes it so baffling that he's actually kind of a badass.
Scooby's a master of the dupe, a classic technique of cartoon tricksters.
Sometimes called the power of positive assertion. Scooby flexes his
This is
back
gonna be a
to
weird
the
death
fool
battle.
would-be attackers.
Because
Like
Scooby Doo and
zombies
Courage are
rebellion,
very similar
or drinking a
characters.
jet
That's why
to
people have
during
wanted them to cross over for so
existential
long.
crisis.
This man was so thoroughly convinced to rethink his entire life, he went all the way home and got into bed before realizing he'd been fooled.
Obviously, these disguises shouldn't work at all, but Scooby's just so supernaturally talented, they just do. See, this is a perfect example. No one in their right mind would think that that's anyone but Boomstick in an awful wig and makeup.
That's my mom.
I'm so sorry, man. If those
That's funny.
Disguises sound completely impossible. That's because they are. You might have thought of the Scooby Doo series as being pretty grounded.
What's your
with all its
Scooby
advanced
Doo?
masks.
Gonna
But
follow
then
you.
one day, the mask did
Gonna
not
solve
respond.
that mystery.
It's Timber time again.
Has been intermittently dealing with real supernatural threats since the 1980s.
Just as bonkers to match. Like, remember those Scooby snacks?
Yeah, but so is Courage.
Physical boost in strength, kind of like Popeye's spinach.
That's nothing. Shaggy's brilliant uncle, Albert Shackleford, upgraded those snacks with nanite technology, giving them a variety of different effects.
Yeah, dude.
Everything from invisibility, robotic armor, force fields, super intelligence, and Panther!
Yeah, nano machines, dog. And we're just getting started.
Scooby Doo has been around for so long with so many different shows. Yeah, Scooby's gonna win. There's some episode somewhere that gave him some OP feat.
Scared out of his body, and both his body and soul kept going at the same time.
Yeah, Scooby's gonna win this one easily. I'm making my prediction now. Scooby's gonna win. It's kind of unfair.
Super speed, draw things into existence, and mess with the plot of his own show.
Things getting a little too spooky for him? He'll just cut the commercial break.
He's also got weapons like the Super Spooker 3000, a gun that instills fear into the hearts of man.
And not like an actual gun. It's
They're using the video games too.
Or the Chest of Demons, an ark containing 13 monstrous ghosts.
ghosts.
Should you be trapped within its grasp, your body and soul will be imprisoned in everlasting torment in this heretofore undiscovered 10th circle
Wait.
of hell.
Neat. Scooby-Doo
They
is
can't
not
honestly be
basically
using
the
that chest as like
survived being at the
part of
epicenter
his
of
arsenal,
explosion
can
that
they?
blew up time and successfully performed the Zabrinsky Triangle with Shaggy and Maddie Ziegler.
The Zabrinsky Triangle is a dance so unbelievably dangerous that even imperfect executions have caused widespread destruction.
When performed perfectly, it was so beautiful it literally lit up the entire universe and blew up the enormous snow globe containing it.
How much longer is left? I feel like I don't even need to watch this video anymore. I love Courage. Courage doesn't have anything that competes to
Literally,
this.
we can measure the volume of the broken glass compared to the size of our entire cosmos within it. In order to shatter what is essentially an enormous glass superstructure, each dancer would have to be generating enough energy to destroy our universe 11 quintillion times over.
That's right. Maddie Ziegler is a universe buster.
With Scooby-Doo as their nigh omnipotent mascot, Mystery Incorporated has saved the world from alien invasions, wielded the power of a yellow lantern ring, and was
Dude.
even made a member of the Mystery Analysts of
Yeah,
Gotham.
that movie I
Batman
remember,
himself.
yes.
Yes, Batman, the world's greatest detective, recognizes Scooby's skills.
Even facing down and defeating the evil entity, an eldritch dark god, and surviving its death, which rewrote all of reality. Yeah, you know, the talking dog that crossed over with the Harlem Globetrotters and Don Knotts defeated Satan. No biggie.
So,
Yeah, I want them to
where
go to
is
Courage
Scooby-Doo?
now. I'm very
He's
curious.
solving mysteries and saving the world with his found family.
I'm very curious.
Also, he's an alien.
Wait, what?
Are we going to Courage now?
Interrupt
Yeah, here
this
we go.
program to bring you
Here we go.
Courage,
Let's see what this is all
the
about.
Cowardly Dog Show, starring Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Abandoned as a pup, he was found by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bagg.
But creepy stuff happens.
I love how they're just giving the
It's up
opening.
to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid Wiz, you made me look bad. Ooga booga booga.
You're breathing on me. Get away.
Sorry, but who wouldn't be excited for one of animation's mightiest mutts?
Courage is an adorable pink.
Not named Stinky Lulu, thank goodness. Can lay 14-karat golden eggs, friends with
A
Scooby-Doo.
heart of gold and an undying love for his doting Scottish mistress.
So he's a beagle.
Intense separation anxiety, excellent senses of smell, and a set of lungs that'll knock your socks off. All of which fits Courage to a T, especially the howling part.
To be fair, Courage has a lot to howl about. Nowhere USA is a magnet for interdimensional weirdness, attracting some of the strangest freaks in the world.
Like master
Yeah.
criminals, cats, and liquacs, mattress demons, mummies, weremoles, mad scientists, gods and goddesses, aliens, robots, alien robots, this chicken, the king of flan, and of course the United
Fantasy
States
flan.
government.
And poor Courage is
Fantasy
absolutely terrified
flan.
of all of it. But his devotion to Muriel means he'll always step up and fight the good fight.
Good thing he's kind of a genius. He's a brilliant engineer capable.
they're not gonna do the whole like because he uses Muriel as his like inspiration to kind of get past anything. They're not gonna use that as him to win, are they?
The most devious of traps almost instantly, and he's got an
I hope not.
unending supply of tools at his disposal.
Everything from its trusty mallets to grappling hooks, ray guns, flamethrowers, chainsaws, bombs, beagle-sized cannons, yo-yos, a mind control helmet, vampire hunting gear, and the God Bone.
An ancient artifact that is completely irresistible to any mortal dog, forcing them to lick it until they die.
Except for courage, of course. I guess if you have the willpower to stare down a gigantic purple foot monster, you can resist even the most delicious of treats.
And he can pull all of this stuff out of his ass anytime he wants. He always has exactly what he needs.
All thanks to his computer named Computer. A sentient desktop which knows almost anything and everything, even if he has a bit of an attitude about it.
Which means he's always prepared, especially when he can shapeshift his body into literally anything he can think of.
From inanimate objects to monsters to different animation mediums entirely. Courage usually uses this as a form of charades to communicate with others, but don't get it twisted. These aren't just visual animation gags. His body is actually shapeshifting.
Courage's body is a canvas upon which his imagination runs wild. He can stretch to crazy lengths, shrink to microscopic sizes, turn invisible, appear anywhere he wants, or
Oh, they're using the
himself.
comics.
Effectively,
Flight levitation, plot manipulation, hammer space, size manipulation, fourth wall awareness, time manipulation, imagination creation, painting hopping. ... The same as Scooby. Yeah.
immune to damage. Oh, he still feels pain, but apparently his sheer terror overrides it.
Like the times he tore himself in half, or turned himself fully inside out. The dude somehow vaporized his entire body completely, without even ash remaining, and he just popped back good as new.
Classic cartoon shenanigans, but technically anatomically correct. Until it isn't. Courage can create objects from his imagination and often breaks the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience.
Now, you would think being an impossible-to-kill force of nature would boost his confidence a bit, but isn't that what anxiety does to you? It undermines your sense of self-worth and magnifies the problems around you.
Sure, but Courage is also fighting gods just as powerful as himself. Like this enormous alien which could spike meteors so hard it spun the Earth 1,000 years into the future. That's crazy!
Then Courage got shot out of a cannon that punched him through the moon.
Performed an exorcism, tanked a nuclear explosion, physically created a tidal wave, survived being pulverized to dust, pummeled by Valkyries in Valhalla, ran the sun's radius in 8 seconds, defeated Evil Empress, Doctors of Lost, Rumpelstiltskin, and Mecha Courage.
Only to get slammed by that same alien.
And so far, this is not stacking up to Scooby.
Courage is strong enough to physically patch up holes in the ozone layer, hold stars in his hands, and scream so loud he shattered the sun.
A scream like that would be like getting hit with over 100 septillion hydrogen bombs all at once, which is, you know,
What?
a lot.
And keep in mind, the sound waves of his scream would have had to travel through the near vacuum of space. Basically a complete scientific impossibility.
Next time you replace my beers in the fridge with LaCroix, I'm getting my boy Jack Spaniels to blow up the sun. You've been warned.
That's not all. One time he operated a Peloton controlling a UFO and pedaled it fast enough to fly past Saturn, enter hyperspace, and cross the Milky Way galaxy.
Though Courage's greatest challenge came from inside his very home. A monster who tortures his poor pooch every single day. A depraved,
Eustace.
psychotic motherfucker.
Eustace.
The Prince of Darkness. The greatest villain in cartoon history. Eustace.
He even collected all of Courage's greatest foes like a Legion of Doom, all to mercilessly beat Courage to a pulp in a game of dodgeball.
He gives all rednecks a bad name, Wiz. I want to end him. Low.
Okay, well, Courage's accumulated PTSD always held him back until he met a kindred spirit.
Yeah,
Another
okay,
cowardly
here we go.
monster hunting hound. Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Together, they discovered the source of Nowhere's weirdness.
Gave Courage a legitimate finale and an explanation for Nowhere's supernatural phenomena. Because of this, will be considered canon of both
A dark
dogs.
matter meteor that controlled reality itself.
Originally the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs, Its dark matter can rewrite the laws of physics, control minds, and turn Courage into a giant kaiju.
Taking the meteor for himself, Courage finally faced his fears, defeating this cicada queen goddess thing and saving his family once and for all. Yes, even Eustace.
Are they going to use that in his weaponry? Dude, I hope not. I hope not. This is getting just ridiculous. Alright, let's see what they do. I have no idea. I have no idea what it could possibly do. Alright. Let's skip this. Alright. I'm curious who the voices they got for this was. What the hell? So are they not fighting? So they're fighting while running from something. Oh yeah, they didn't really mention the computer at all. Oh, dude.
All dogs love their bones, don't they?
So is the villain Eustace? The villain is just Eustace.
Stupid dog.
Yeah.
You made me look bad. What's that? Well, ow. Ow, come here. I hate that stupid dog.
It's just gonna end in a draw?
Wait, what? Who won?
With as happy as I am to avoid on-screen dog murder, wasn't one of them supposed to die?
Not since the Great North Central Singularity event of 2015 have we had a result like this. It can't end like this, right?
Even with Courage's insane
Because both Scooby and Courage were portrayed as on par with each other in their crossover, their physical stats were effectively equalized for this fight, making them a non-factor. So, this is such a cop-out. This is such a cop-out. And here's why I'm going to say that. This is such a cop-out because think about the One Piece Dragon Ball crossover and Toriko. They underpowered Goku, right, to be on par with Luffy and Toriko. But we know that's not the case. They just did it for the special, right? This is the same.
cosmic feats. You'd think the Zabrinsky Triangle would be enough to seal the deal. But both pooches could regenerate from physical damage.
Both were incredibly smart in different ways. Scooby was more of a trickster with his dupes, while Courage was a scheming genius. Computer could have given Courage the edge.
Without straight out of nowhere, Courage may still be compared to Zabriskie Triangle via his crossovers with series like Ben 10 and Billy and Mandy. Fusion Fall, Cartoon
Not for
Prop.
their canon crossover, where
Interesting.
It failed to have solid information on Scooby and the gang.
So I guess it came down to their unique abilities. And for 90% of their arsenals, they were evenly matched. Transmutation, mind control, you get it. They're tuned with basic.
Neither could destroy the other's soul. Courage has only exercised demons, and Scooby's Sword of Fate does not target souls explicitly. It only destroyed the Sword of Doom, which vesseled the Black Samurai's spirit.
Except for the chest of demons and the dark matter meteor.
Sure, the chest could theoretically always trap Courage, but he'd always be able to escape and destroy it with the dark matter meteor.
But Scooby could repair the damage by reversing time.
Demondo's magic pen, which is similar to the dark matter meteor, was used to escape the chest of demons. Conversely, Scooby can undo the effects of the dark matter meteor with his own abilities.
And then trap him again.
And then Courage would break out again. You know where this is going.
Ultimately, this battle between man's best friends would never end.
But this is a
Wait.
death battle.
Between man's best friends would never
Apparently you guys thought so too. Oh wow, it was a 50-50.
end.
But this is a death battle.
They're equal, plus plus minus.
Somebody has to die.
Someone did, Wiz. Someone did.
That's funny.
Didn't they tell you that you're kind of...
It's kind of dumb. It's kind of a dumb cop out there. That was a cop out.
Incredibly tough opponents that could go blow for blow for blow. They were smart, powerful, and incredibly broken.
Doggone it, Wiz. I guess you could say Eustace had one hell of a rough day. I shih tzu not. Oh, whew, those were powerful.
Stop.
Is that it?
This battle is a draw.
Are they gonna do the here? I think right here.
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Hey, you...
Rick versus the Doctor. Rick and Morty versus Doctor Who. Well, that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that a lot. Well, I did kind of think it was a cop out. But what did you guys think? Was this meant for Halloween? I think it was. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Shout out to Battle Music featuring Chick Named D. I thought that was a great insert song there. But anyways, y'all, I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.